Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi and welcome to this video. This is the gorgeous tulip card we're going to make today, and as you know, tulips are my favourite flower, so let's get started. So I'm going to use a few different inks today. The first I'm going to use is this one called Mango Melody, and I should show you the stamp set we're going to use. It's this one called Timeless Tulips. We're going to use this flower head, Happy Birthday, and then of course the stem as well. So I've got everything set up, or nearly set up on my Stamparatus, so just going to pick this up with my lid, push this back into the corner, and then just ink my stamp up. I think my ink pad needs to be re-inked, but it's going to do the job fine. Press down, up. Yeah, it does need a bit of a re-ink, but we'll be fine. What we're going to do to deepen the colour then is stamp it more than once, and that way we can really deepen the colour as much or as little as we want. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. So then what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to use this colour again and I want to use my same stamp 3 times, so I'm going to do it again. Same cup, and always keep making sure this is in its corner. Yeah, I've got 2 impressions there. Now I want to switch inks. The last one I want to do in Pumpkin Pie, so I'm going to put that ink away. Bring up my simple chamois, and we're going to just have a little clean up. I'm just going to clean all this ink up, so I've got quite a bit of ink all over the place, but no problems. That's what the chamois is for. So remove, well, we can keep the stamp where it is rather. I'm going to just go up the line like that, and we're going to use Pumpkin Pie this time. So let's give us a nice ink up with Pumpkin Pie ink. I think this one also, I think a lot of my stamp ink pads need to be re-inked because I bought them all around the same time and I've had them for ages, years. I've not re-inked them yet, so they're all running out of course around the same time as well. Stands to reason. There we go. So that's nice. Now if you want to get some colour variation, which is what I want, I'm going to do something else, and I'm just going to, I think I'm going to choose the side, and I'm just going to ink a bit more on one side of the stamp. And you can see I'm getting it everywhere as well than the other. Make sure it's in position and just press down lightly, and you can see here you get some variation in colour by doing that. Okay, so move that aside, close up the ink pad, and we're going to have to definitely clean up the big mess we've made here. So all cleaned up, so let me get things sorted again. I've got a piece here of, I'm going to move it so it's not actually at the corner, you'll see why. Whisper White, and I'm going to hold it down well with my magnet, and I'm actually going to get my second magnet out, because you get 2 of them here. I really want this paper to be held down as tightly as possible, and this is my stem, and I'm just going to basically stamp these quite close to one another. And just put that back, and I'm going to use Mossy Meadow ink here, and then give that a little ink up and down, and then you do need to clean up between each go. give it a little clean. And then I'm just going to put this down where I want it to go again. Something like that. Pick it up again. And then ink up. Clean up. Squeaky clean. And then let's have them sort of crossing over each other, because the stems never stand totally straight. Because this photopolymer, you can obviously manipulate your stamps as well, make them curve in ways and do all sorts of things that you can't do with a red rubber stamp. Okay, last cleanup. Well, last cleanup of the stems anyway. Okay. Ugh, let's put that there. Take this out, because we don't need that. And I can see here I've got ink on my foam mat, so that's not a good idea. Get rid of that. Trying to find an area that hasn't got ink in it. I really need to give this, wash out the ink out of here. You can see it's all over my fingers. No problem. And now I'm going to use this piece here. Let's see what I'm going to do. Let's put the sham, trying to think on the hoof. And what I'm going to do is move everything up the way and bring up my trimmer. And you'll see why in a minute. Because I need to have a little band here. So we're going to trim this away. These will get punched out. Now I want to check I've got a straight edge here, which I don't, so get myself a straight edge. And then I want to measure 3/4 of an inch strip, and I'm going to stamp on that strip there. Save that for later, you don't waste anything. Okay, so now we can bring back our Stamparatus. And I've got my little strippy here. I've got my magnets. And then I've got the sentiment here that says, "Happy birthday." Try and get it straight if you can. Sometimes I know it's easier said than done. Okay. Mossy Meadow ink. Down. Lovely jubbly. Close up the ink pad before we have a disaster. Now this is the final cleanup, I promise. Done. Take that out of there, take these two out of here, stick my magnets back on the back. I love that they store so easily there on the back of the Stamparatus. It's so clever. Okay, so now we've got all our bits, so let's start off and do some punching. And I'm going to punch out my flower heads. So just take your time to line it up and punch. And then just going to get a scissors quickly so I can cut off this excess so it'll fit in the punch again. And you're just going to punch out. Take your time. To line it up. So it can be sort of a faff lining things up, or I find it a faff. Maybe you're good at it. I'm not the best at lining things up. It don't always work for me. Last one though. Last little tulip. I was watching Gardener's World today, and he had one of the gardens had glorious red tulips. I was like, oh, I really do love tulips. I don't know, they're just so pretty and vibrant, and even when the petals go over and they flop open, to my mind they look like orchids. I absolutely adore them. I have hundreds of pictures just of tulips. Yes, I know, I'm sad. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we want to cut this, so I'm just going to use my trimmer again. I'm going to cut this down to roughly where I want it, sort of like that, and then cut this down to, if I say I've got like that, I want it, I'm going to take a tiny bit more off the end here, I think, and then where did we have it last time? We had it around, somewhere around there, being ever so precise, as you can tell. Then I've got a piece here of Mango Melody, and I want to basically have it as a 1-inch piece. So let's see, it's just going to be enough. Whoops, it moved on me. It's not very nice of it. I never gave it permission to move. I'm going to use a piece of post-it note tape maybe. I should be able to hold it in place. There we go. It's just a very small scrap I had, and as you can see I'm using all the scraps I've got. Now I don't know if you can see here, but you can't see here on the trimmer. I've got a little piece of cardstock stuck in here, and I'm just going to get it out using my pokey tool. Just bring it to the end and poke it straight out. So if you ever get a piece, any fluff stuck here, just poke it out with the pokey tool. Works a treat. Okay, friends, let's get started then. We have here a lovely punch called the Banners Picker Punch, and we're going to use this to make our nice little fishtail ends, because it is so much easier than trying to do it yourself. There's me struggling to get the piece of paper into the punch because I'm daft as they come. There we go. Lovely. Don't have to measure, don't have to worry, don't have to panic about anything. Simples. Get rid of that, get rid of that, and we are ready to start assembling. We have a card base here. This is Mango Melody, and we're going to stick them as a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half, and we're just going to stick our piece of Whisper White to that. I've already got sticky on my hands. Marvellous. So let's put this piece down. I love this Mango Melody. It's so bright and happy, full of sunshine. And then we are going to arrange our flowers how we want them. And let's see, maybe something like that. Yeah, looks good to me. So some more Tombow. And let's put this one down like that. And some Tombow on this one. And just get a little bit here in the petals. And sort of like something like that. And then for our last one, we're going to pop it up on some dimensionals. So let's get some dimensionals out. Here we go. And as you know, I'm quite generous with my dimensionals, so please don't faint in shock. Okay. Yeah, get rid of the backings. And then I'm just going to put that one there in the centre. Now we're going to matte and layer this piece here. And I'm going to actually line it up by the points at the end, you know, like that. And then I'm just going to cut off any excess here, just like that. Okay, so now what did I do? I did put these up on dimensionals as well, so let's get some of them. Okay, there we go. We're finished with that, so we can put it away. It's a lovely day here in Lincoln. It's the Sunday before the bank holiday when I'm filming this, before the late May bank holiday. And it's beautifully sunny. Such a treat. I've had such horrid weather. It's lovely to see the sun again. So there we go. That's what we've got so far. So finishing touches, I've got here some rhinestones. And these are the champagne rhinestones. And I like that. Sort of just fits the tone of what we're doing here. And I'm just going to put 3 along the bottom here. Okay. There you go. They're the cards, done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want any more information about this project, supply list, links to my online shop, and all that good stuff, it's all in the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. That includes a link to my Facebook group where I host a monthly online card club via Facebook Live, so do come and check us out. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye bye.